You guys better start listening to your players before you have to EOS. Players wanted Manato as an S rank out of respect, bro. Xeno Barasexual. All Bara men are my own husbands. There's a real gay... Okay, this one is Komono Manato. Alright, so this is going to be the new upcoming character that's being drip marketed. Muscular as heck. Alright, muscular. It's the first dude in a while. But players were not happy. So what are they not happy about? Of course, because the dude is A rank. Alright, he's not an S rank, he's an A rank. So, everybody wants the dude. Everybody is happy that he's finally here. Because for the longest time ever, there hasn't been a male character in Zenless Zone Zero. Now they finally released a male character. Alright? Please be A rank, I need to see them cry. I don't understand what's wrong with him being an A rank. Doesn't that mean he'll be easier to get? So a lot of people want him to be an S rank. A lot of people want to be able to pull for him. But he's an A rank. So A rank is like 4 stars in this game, right? As opposed to 5 star. That's just how it is. So what is the issue then? What is the problem? Alright, so the problem is players are just not happy because it's like there's no gender equality, right? So it's like one is going to be, you know, one is going to be the male characters they've been waiting for a while. So with that, there's a little bit of essays that came out, right? So the essays doesn't just come from the global side, but even in the CN side as well. So we're going to look at some of these essays after this about how he shouldn't be an A rank, and also people are not happy. All right, all over in Reddit, all over on Discord, people want the dude to be S rank. Why is that? Because they are dude lovers. Okay, of course, dude lovers want Manato to be an S rank. An A rank, really? Really, you make the dude for the longest time ever. For the longest time ever. We have been waiting for so long. The dude has to be an A rank. Alright, when was the last dude? The last dude was Hugo. That was like 3-4 patches ago, right? So now, people are not happy, right? This is gonna sound really whiny and doom posty, but I don't even care anymore. Is that it then? No S rank males for the foreseeable 2.x? Okay, I knew what I was getting into when I played this game, but there was at least some when I joined. And I don't even pull the oh, everyone wants A ranks or 4 stars until it's the character they like. Yeah, because that definitely applies to this context. Whatever, I guess. I hope that they went at least with the Honkai Impacted route and started with just an all-female cast. And I actually enjoyed that game very much. Wow. Wasn't Hugo an S rank? Hugo was an S rank, but that was quite a while back. Hugo is version 1 point something, 1.7 is it? 2.0 ever since there's no dudes except for the panda, right? Do you count the panda as a dude? It's like a fat dude, but like I don't think you count the panda as a dude, right? The panda is not it's not like a, let's just say that it's a fat character, right? Nobody likes fat character. Now, no offense to anyone that's fat, but if you're fat, like nobody, like, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not trying to be offensive, but you get what I'm saying, right? Platinum Cherry, thanks for joining, alright? Kung Fu Panda. Just read an interview with the lead producer that came out before 2.0. I find it funny how he said there's gonna be more male characters, including S rank males. Yet we are currently at 7 S rank female characters and 1 A rank male character. Holy, it's been a while, eh? So from version 2.0, we have Yixuan.
What brings you here this time?
Ju Fufu. Wait, who was?
Ward off misfortune and disaster.
Who was in version 2 again? Yixuan and who again? I completely forgot, man. My brain is not working. Ju Fufu is 2.1, right?
Fufu's here.
Oh wait, Yixuan and Ju Fufu, yeah. This one, and this one.
Do you want me to fight?
And then that was version 2. Version 2.1 we got Yuzuha.
Where are we going?
And Alice. Alright.
Don't frighten me like that.
And then now version 2. Actually, it hasn't been that long actually. Right? It hasn't been. Yixuan and Vivian. Oh yeah, you're right. Yixuan and Vivian, right? Vivian was the one as well that came. She was the first one that came first.
Good day, Lord
But
Aiden.
That's going to be how it is, right? There hasn't been a male character in a while, actually, if you look at it from that context, right? So I can see where they are coming from, right? Very late to make the decision, a loose promise made in an interview a majority of player base didn't see. Most of the male character fans will probably move on from the game if they keep their current pace for another year. Oh. Who was with Hugo then? Hugo was with... Wasn't Hugo with Vivian? Hugo was with Vivian. Hugo is second half with Lighter, I remember. I remember Hugo and Lighter was like, the revenue dropped like crazy. The revenue, let me see if I can... Was Hugo in the second half? Or was Hugo... I'm so confused, right? So the problem is, Hugo, they put Hugo and Lighter together. They actually did something that they shouldn't have done, right? So let me see if I can bring it up, right? For revenue, for Zenless Zone 0, right? Let's look at this. So it was this one, it was in May. So at first it was 26 million, 17 million, 15 million, 21 million. When they did Hugo and Lighter, it fell down like crazy. The lowest point Zenless Zone 0 has ever been. 10 million revenue is the lowest point ever. Like it's like record sale breaking loss low. 10 million, it has never reached that low before. They put Hugo and Lighter for the entire month, right? So they shouldn't have done that. But I guess it's a good experiment, right? They actually learn, okay, this is going to be what they did. To be fair, it's also before version 2. This one was the version 2. This was the Yishuan where everybody wants to pull for Yishuan here. So this was the one that maybe most people are saving for Yishuan as well. But then yeah, most people didn't pull for Hugo, right? You don't think it was really due to being 2 dude banners, but everyone knew it was 1 year anniversary was coming? I actually don't. I actually think so. I would think that. I would be more inclined to think that if it was much more of a hardcore game, but this is a Hoyo game that we're talking about. Hoyo game do have a lot of casual players. I think while there's a lot of people that pull for meta, but it's not really that true because, for example, you can probably look at it from the perspective of Yuzuha being meta as well, and Yuzuha is one of the best meta characters, but the revenue wasn't that insane, right? And I believe there was a Astra Yao as well, which was, I forgot when was Astra Yao. It was one of these. I think it was this. Was it this one? Is it this? Which was not like super insane either, right? Those are like definitely more different. But at the same time, you know, it's probably going to be a little bit of mixture of here and there because if you look at it from the perspective of either waifu or meta. So let's see what the people have to say about this is the JP and CN fan base. Do they care about Manato, right? I haven't touched Zenless Zone 0 in a bit. I actually only have space in my life for one gacha game. And now I'm currently playing Uma Musume. When I found out about this, it wasn't because I was waiting for drip, but because I opened Twitter to find out about Uma Musume fan art. It doesn't help that I don't anticipate any future ZZZ characters. Yes, even Manato, he's not for me. But that doesn't mean I can't wish well for people who simply want their well-developed favorite to be S-rank. Back to the topic. EN side clearly has people upset about Manato, but surely this is unique to them, right? Wrong! Check this post on Weibo. Weibo is like Chinese. It's for Chinese platform, alright? Why is it an A? Why does A take so long? It's not that I can't accept that he is an A rank, but he has been A for so long, waiting for 2 or 3 versions, and then the new S rank was dropped out of nowhere. Is this what a human would do? Why is it A rank, big brother? Has there been a male S rank since 2.0? Yunkui-shan? Oh, Yunkui Summit is all female S, and the Ghost Story House is also all female S. A can still drag it out for so long. I Fight You in the Ghost Story House is really beautiful. The other 3 women are all S. You rather drop a female S from the Monster House, which is the Spook faction, I think, than make the real fight has been shaped since 2.0 into an S. If you originally planned to make an A, why didn't you hang out with Yuzuha and the players who like the real fight? I guess these people are complaining more for the perspective of the release date or the decision, right? Why not spend on the last dude? Because nobody want to spend on the last dude, man. So it's a poorly translated Google comments, okay? So when I found this link, I assumed I'd have to dig for negative opinions, but it's the first thing I saw when I clicked. I scrolled to find some more. Why couldn't he have been released with Yuzuha or Alice? Do you hate male characters? Stop defending them, you know the difference between S ranks and A ranks. Can you make him free at least? I don't want Lucia. Seems quite similar to what I'm seeing here. So Red Nerd Xiao Hongshu seems more positive. I didn't have to scroll too far to see complaints. The logic that every faction must have an A grade has been broken, right? Obo Squad, Lyra, Mockingbird. Okay, why is it A not S? Yeah, of course there are people that complain, right? But whether they are majority or minority is going to be a different story, right? You can see yourself here. Someone even said they wish they would put him on Evelyn's banner, since the new characters don't interest them at all. There are probably other sites to find out more thoughts, but I'm not aware of them or don't know how to get them. Okay, so let's move into the JP fandom. Surely they don't mind too much, right? Wrong! On the official account's post, many Japanese are disappointed. You can see for yourself. Not too hard to find people upset. Okay, let's see for ourselves then. Are the Japanese upset? Wow. Dudes. Okay. No voice. No JP voice is it? Okay. Are Japanese upset? Let's see then. I know that female characters make the gacha roll more, but when a character I've been waiting for since 2.0 is A grade, some random new characters next S grade, it's pretty disheartening. Japanese upset? Damn. Okay, that's one. So is this the same? Since it's after that kid, could it be a chance for late game S-class character? Not sure what that means. This one is not Japanese. This is fake. This one is just, he's here just to see the Japanese voice. Fake. So we don't need to see him upset. I don't understand the point of implementing this character at A rank. Uh-oh. Japanese, guys. Japanese are upset. I'm quitting the game. Quit on your own accord. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. They are quitting. Even if you make it S rank, it's already been proven by Hyogo and Lighter that guys don't sell. So there's no helping it. This Japanese, he knows it. Osaru-san Uko, he knows it. He knows what's happening. He knows that Japanese, that dudes don't sell. Alright, he's a smart Japanese. He has seen it before, right? So he's not here to complain like that. But everyone disagree with him, alright? People are like fighting against him in the comment section. Okay, see, this guy is upset. This person is fighting. Is this a guy or okay? Like she, of course, she, her, bisexual, BLM, trans rights are human rights. Of course, trans rights are human rights. Will argue with the Japanese. Okay, let's see who else. Who else? This person also argue. Both Hugo and Lighter have the worst timing for implementation. Okay, it's like they have no intention of selling male characters with such unfortunate timing. Okay, what's your pronouns? Okay, no pronouns. Okay, good. Okay, how about this one? This one is arguing with him. Those two had bad timing of their implementation. Okay, that's very, very important, right? So many red flags in the profile. I guess so, to a certain extent. But it is going to be. I feel like when you look at some of these, yeah, I can see that, right? I can definitely see some. If it was S, it'll be harder to get the life breaker agent. So it's kind of unavoidable, is it? Okay, so he also think it's going to be a good thing because it's an A rank. Since there's already Panda, it's clear that it'll be hardly be used as an attacker or supporter. So this is definitely a bad move. But yeah, because Manato is a Rupture character, right? So weird that in games dudes don't make money and females make money, but IRL professional sports dudes make money and women makes less. Because it's like a different kind of reasons, right? It's like a different kind of reasons for you to look at those things. But yeah, I can see some Japanese upset. Even though we were already kept waiting at the point of Alice Yuzuha, some random new girl suddenly takes the S slot and gets implemented. I don't get it. Since they're strengthening the past characters, doesn't that mean the management has some intention of prioritizing users over profits? Treating guys poorly, favoring girls? Seriously? Stop this already. Gender ratio is a thing. Right? Gender ratio is a thing. So this is going to be what it is, right? So they are very upset. Here's a compilation I made. I'd rather not link individual accounts. I hope zooming in can work. So a lot of people are upset. A lot of people, dude lovers, they're upset, right? They weren't very hard to find. I could have added a lot more. In summary, many people who has never been disappointed with ZZZ are right now saying they've been saving for him for nothing, expressing how they know people will say Lucia is selling if they want to pull for him, saying the game shouldn't have baited them at all and just been all female from the start, etc. Damn. At the time of making this, I discovered his name was trending in JP Twitter. This doesn't seem to be EN only. There are people who aren't pleased this time around. I didn't find it myself. But some Japanese men are also expressing disappointment. How do you know they are men or women, alright? Either because they wanted him, or simply because they felt other audiences deserve something too. Of course, there are others mocking those disappointed and assuming things about them, as one screenshot brings up as well. It's even bringing up discussion about how the team treats male characters in general. I saw an artist I followed bringing up how Hugo has no synergy with his teammate, which is Vivian, and now it seems Manato might follow suit. And some posts are talking about how male characters are always placed before the most anticipated character of each patch. Looks like there isn't much difference after all. Why did I make this post? I'll say, since my last one was interpreted in so many ways, it's just to say that it's also Asian fanbases being upset about what happened to him. Of course, they don't represent everyone, but they exist and you have no reason to be ignoring them. You could probably find a whole lot of positive posts about this, but my post is to highlight the disappointment. Wow. So what do you guys think? Dude lovers? There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, right? The reason is money? No, you don't understand though. It's not about money or not. They are upset. When somebody is upset, you don't care too much. Oh, you will. You will if they review bomb and they start hashtag boycott Hoyoverse because of the no enough male characters. Then you are going to care. Right? Once they do a hashtag boycott Hoyoverse and all the content creator like Tectong join in and hashtag boycott Hoyoverse because there's no male characters, then now you will start caring, right? You get what I'm saying? From the company perspective. So it is going to be how it is. What's the big deal of him being an A rank? It's not like he's not going to be playable anymore. He's still there. Okay, so this person is asking a genuine question. Guess what? He's probably going to get attacked, right? A rank needs M6 to unlock their full potential. Okay. A ranks are harder to get than S ranks. A ranks could be considered bad or good in the meta. A ranks DPS is a bit more complicated, right? There's a bunch of little bitches in the replies. Uh-oh. They are not actual fans of Manato, they are fans of one fewer waifu for straight men. They are resentful little toads that can't stand that straight men have something nice that they created for themselves. Uh-oh. This guy is gonna get a lot of hate, or this account, right? Straight men, lesbians, okay, whatever that. So weird, man. Okay. I don't have an issue with sexy woman. I'm worried that ZZZ, okay. I don't like Love and Deep Space because it's boring. Okay, very interesting. The Audacity, wanting 1.2.0 male to be S rank. Okay, very, very interesting. You're legit, not even as an insult, you have actual Down syndrome. Damn. God was real. Okay. You're actively using Panda and he's great. Yeah, me too, right? I'm using Panda in my Yisuan team. Again, a lot of things are going to be something that's like a bit more complicated, right? A little bit more complicated. Uninstall. Wow. Rank A Manato. Uninstall. See? Bisexual. Blue sky. Damn. So this person is not happy. So I think some of them could be Wokies. I don't know, right? Maybe some of them are Wokies. Thank you, Lucia, for saving us from Manato being S rank. Wow. Yup. That's what it is. People are not happy, man. A lot of them are not happy. So hopefully this is not going to affect the game as much, but that's what it is, right? Because like a lot of people are dude lovers. They are trying to look forward to this, but now things are not turning out how they want it to be.